Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. And yes, we're still doing a 500 XRP giveaway. You want to enter? All you have to do is press the like button, be subscribed, and comment something down below. That's it, you're automatically entered. And if we hit 2K likes within 24 hours, we're giving that away, so make sure you go ahead and press the like button right now. Having said that, though, today is another bigger conspiracy type of episode. And the main reason for that is we have such a huge amount of traditional news here connected to crypto that you might have to, sit yourself down for a split second. Starting off, though, I have another question. If you were the CEO of Ripple, what ideas would you push or propose to increase XRP adoption and usage? Let me know in the comment section down below. Right, let me know what you think about this. Let me know what you would do and all of that. Just put it in the comments down below. I'm going to read everything, so make sure you go ahead and do that. All right, then let's start. Warren Buffett buys NYSE gold stock. Why it's a fit for the legendary value investor? Well, I think we can all understand why it's a fit for him. Berkshire Hathaway in the second quarter picked up a nice chunk of NYSE traded gold mining stock, according to whalewisdom.com. which keeps track of the holdings of the big institutional investors. Warren Buffett's firm bought about 21 million shares of Barrick's Gold. The Omaha legend is not a market timer as such, but his timing on this one is looking unusually good. Buffett and his longtime associate Charlie Munger are known for their value investing approach, an out-of-favor method on Wall Street these days, where growth stocks are venerated, celebrated, and purchased. Berkshire's timing on gold sector makes me think they've actually been looking at price charts, which value investors are often set to dismiss and ignore as largely irrelevant, which is something I've talked about more often. And again, guys, gold has been acting pretty damn crazy in terms of price. Now, one of the reasons that is important is because, again, people have been talking a lot about Berkshire Hathaway right now. People have been talking a lot about Warren Buffett specifically. Here's another one. Berkshire Hathaway doubles down on net lease REIT store capital. So while this is all going on, the net lease sector has become the new gold standard for income-oriented investors. This week, two net lease REIT are entering the publicly traded universe in separate IPOs, which is again another very, very interesting statement already. NetStride Corporation, trading under the ticker NTST, raised $225 million at $18 per share, and Broadstone Net Lease filed recently to raise up to $100 million in this IPO. This is likely a placeholder for the deal that could raise up to $500 million. And all of that a decade ago, yada. You guys get the story about this already. Today, Berkshire Hathaway revealed that the company owns another 5.8 million shares of store capital on top of the 18.6 million that were purchased back in June. Yada yada. They've just explored, or actually, how would you say that? Like expanded their position. And in what is commonly referred to as dollar cost averaging is what they've been doing. We know how that works, right? I explained it to you guys in one of the previous videos earlier today about how you should be doing that with XRP. Together with that, the Winklevoss Twins tell Barstool's Dave Portnoy to pick Bitcoin over gold due to Elon Musk's space mining. Well, it doesn't really matter what Elon Musk's space mining is about, just the fact that there's so many guys pointing to Bitcoin right now and so many guys pointing to gold. I find it interesting to see exactly why these guys are picking them, right? Why are people picking gold and Bitcoin? Why are people picking these things? Well, it's because they don't really trust the normal system. They don't trust what Trump's up to. They don't trust what these other guys are up to. Trump, I'm ready to take action on stimulus checks, rental assistance, business loans, and state and local aid. Now, one part about this is rental assistance. I think that has a little bit to do with the REITs, right? If you think about it, REITs here and rental assistance can really help each other out a little bit. But another part about this is there's a lot of stimulus going on, right? Berkshire Hathaway bought a lot of banking shares and bought a lot of gold and bought a lot of, into property at least. So basically what they're doing is they're getting every sector of the market. They're getting their banks because banks have fallen down and might recover from this one. They're buying into property or property-related types of things because, again, that's really undervalued at some places most likely. But it's also something that can prosper over the next years because of everything that's going on. On the other side, though, the hedge, if everything goes bad and the economy falls down, they're also heavily buying into gold or gold-related items, which is actually something I didn't think about until just recently here, that Warren Buffett may be a little bit less scared of investing into these newer things than might look like. Here's a couple of other ones. Second stimulus check, bill weekend update, what's the holdup? And Steven is about to make refinancing a home a lot more expensive. This part is bad for Warren Buffett's investments. However, it's the broader idea that even though this is all going on, there's also going to be a lot of stimulus really, really focused on exactly this. And this is also why maybe in the sector is getting a lot cheaper right now, and why you could most likely pick up some cheap stocks with some nice DCAing. And this part is that, really those stimulus checks, right? What they do is they devalue your dollars because there's a lot being pumped. And it's bad for the US dollar. It's bad for the banking system. But it's good for gold. So maybe he knows a little bit more about stimulus checks than we do. I don't really know, but they're getting into gold. And what we saw recently is that gold and Bitcoin are quite related at this point. And there's often right now remarks about Bitcoin being the new gold, for the main reason that gold is really frictionful to move around and Bitcoin is a lot simpler. Of course, you can talk about some digital gold alternatives, but let's just talk about non-digital gold variants because it's different. It hits a little bit different. Let's talk about Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin is really a digital gold, a decentralized digital gold, and it's a lot more simple to move around. But it's just the start, right? I always think once you get to gold and invest in that, you're investing in it for a reason because this is a good store of value. You can also look at Bitcoin. You will eventually look at Bitcoin, which is a better store of value. And once you have your Bitcoin, you still need to move money around, which you notice XRP is a lot better for. So maybe you're still holding your gold, your digital gold eventually, or your Bitcoin. You're still going to have to move it around. And since those two are never the easiest ways to do it, I think people will still use XRP. And together with all the negative stuff we've been seeing here, I think with every single scenario we've pitched in the last couple of weeks, XRP comes out on top as a profitable company or as a profitable entity here. Literally everything that's going on has just put them in a positive light. I mean, I cannot think of any negative scenario except for them becoming a security, which would be bad, or Ripple selling everything on the market, with some strange new rules or some strange hack or things like that, which would most likely be quite bad. Now, having said that, though, what I also think about, by the way, surrounding all of that is this one right here. Winklevoss Twins tell Barstool's Dave Portnoy to pick Bitcoin over gold to do Elon space mining. Well, what I think about here is that, all right, eventually people will get into Bitcoin, right? As we know, and as people will most likely keep pushing it, and gold has some problems. Here, gold is a problem because the supply isn't fixed like Bitcoin. Well, the supply is kind of fixed, but kind of not, right? It just depends on how you want to see it. With billions of dollars of gold floating in asteroids around the planet, which is why it might not be fixed. I mean, on Earth, it's fixed, theoretically speaking. We don't know exactly how much it is, I believe, but it's fixed. However, there could be tons of gold in asteroids floating around, and since Elon Musk wants to go for some space mining, well, yeah, your gold might be devalued, which again why I'm going to go for Bitcoin. And since they think Bitcoin is like internet gold, yada, 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 eventually I think they'll adopt XRP. Now, XRP also relates to a lot of this banking sector, a lot of this stimulus. People will finally get their introduction to getting money, and most likely soon enough getting money online and working everything through digital money. CBDCs are being worked upon. We know it in the US, in China, and every other country in the world already kind of. And thus, you still need the remittance provider. You still need the midst. Bank of America working with Ripple. We all know that. There's a connection with XRP directly. So that's that once more. And everything is kind of be connected. Everything is good for XRP. I don't know. It's just all looking pretty damn juicy, guys. The system, it's going kind of crazy, but Warren Buffett is preparing for it all. And it's really looking like he's not thinking of crypto as bad as he used to think about it. It's like, I'm just going to say Bitcoin and gold are kind of the same bet. He's not that, keen on crypto, but still he's investing kind of in the side of it already, though. He's getting, he's inching closer to it piece by piece. I think it's not a long time before he's going to change his mind. But yeah, that's just my thoughts. Portsmouth International Port is implementing VeChain-based MyCare. Portsmouth International is the first port in the UK to adopt the VeChain-based solution MyCare, which is being developed by DNVGL. The British port integrated MyCare to prove the high-quality standards regarding the CV. Portsmouth, this is very annoying to pronounce. Portsmouth. It's like a real English name, a real UK name. Portsmouth International Port has just become the first British port to adopt MyCare, yada, yada, yada. Pretty damn cool, guys. More connections being made right as we speak. Nothing too big here. This one is not too crazy, not too strange. However, it is just another one added to the list, which is really, really positive. Same kind of goes for Ripple. Ripple confirms ODL plans for India, demands regulatory clarity. Ripple confirms ODL plans for India, demands regulatory clarity. Yes, it's basically everything. Ripple's Navin Gupta has confirmed the company's plans to introduce an on-demand liquidity payment platform, or a quarter actually, over for India, which is being worked upon for the longest time already. You know, there's nothing new, nothing crazy going on. We just now keep getting confirmation after confirmation that they're working hard at this and that they're not giving up, which is sometimes really, really good for people's faith in the company, right? If you're just telling them, hey, we've not given up, we're still working on this every single day. Vietnam runs on Ripple, just shown by Crypto Eddie. It's the truth. You know, it's pretty damn cool to see once more. And then about Stellar. Stellar Lumens is poised to bounce against Bitcoin. Here is why. Well, I don't really buy that. I don't think it's really bound to, bounce anywhere at all. I just want to tell you guys again that Stellar is always on my mind still. You know, even though I've lost quite a lot of faith when they, did the airdrop in a sketchy way, I'm not completely gone. I just found that Stellar's news is just so lackluster in comparison to XRP and to comparison to a lot of other cryptos that it's not that worth it to cover it all the time. You know, it's really not like so much is happening. I cover it every once, every other week or every 1.5 weeks or so, because that's how much new stuff comes out publicly and that easy for the grabs. I don't know, maybe you guys over on Reddit or something like that have Stellar news every single day. I don't, all right? I don't. Here's what I do have, though. Stellar Lumens events scheduled for August 14th and August 19th. Now, they're already over the 14th, but here is what it was about. On the 19th, wait, let's see, what was the 14th? Here, oh yeah. On the 19th, Stellar are scheduled to conduct an AMA with Jed McCaleb and Danelle Dixon. They have requested their user base to subscribe to subreddit and to further keep an eye on Twitter for more details. Yada, yada, yada. And a vibrant developer discussion is due on August 14th, which is already over though, so it doesn't matter too much. And yeah, again, August 19th, for those who are curious to know about the many ways in which it is possible to build on the Stellar network, it'll be useful to know that the developer docs are organized by learning paths and are designed in a way for specific use cases like issuing assets, building apps, and running core nodes. But yeah. All right, guys, that was it for this video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you learned something new, make sure you press the like button and subscribe. And I'll see you guys again in another crypto video. Take care, everybody. Have a very, very juicy, jolly, welly, good old day.